Hello, hello, hello. Hi, hello. Did you miss me? Oh, I missed you. I'm Dr. G, and I am a night shift emergency physician who has a fear of public speaking, but a penchant for podcasting and facing fear and emerging victoriously and helping others to do the same. Now, I have been doing some personal development of my own over the last couple of weeks, doing some deep dives and really looking at how I can be better than I was yesterday. And I wanted to share some of that mindset training with you. And it is going to be focusing on how I am able to, despite the fear that I have of public speaking, be able to do it anyway, right? Hi, Amanda. Thank you for joining. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining from LinkedIn. And so, today I wanted to talk with you about this. So when I talk about my fear of public speaking, I talk about all of the things that happen to me physically, what happens, the sweaty palms, the palpitations, my heart fighting it, doing its very best to break free of the cage that it's incarcerated in. So it can just go running for the hills. I talk about the rainstorms that happen in both of my armpits and the fact that I have to always wear a blazer because I'm afraid and embarrassed both that I'm going to show the audience that there is something happening here on my clothing. And so those physical things are happening, but then the mental things that are happening are, in my mind, I am playing over and over and over again this audio. And let me just tell you, it is not the most constructive audio. It is audio that basically states, Charmaine, you're going to go out there, you are going to trip on the wire for the microphone, and you are going to fall, and you are going to break your face. You are going to have, and this is graphic, so brace yourself, blood all over the floor, blood on your suit, blood on the audience. And then you're going to try to get up. You're going to try to put it all together and get up, and you're going to slip again in your own blood, and you're going to break another part of you. Then you're going to finally get it together. You're going to take your broken face and your broken hip or whatever it is that's broken. I don't know, maybe my arm. And then you're going to go up to the podium and you're going to grab the clicker and you're going to be click, 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 and nothing, nay, a slide is going to advance, nay, an item on your presentation is going to be showing up on the screen. Whoa. Then, as if the delicious meal of fear and embarrassment was not sufficient, there is the lovely, delectable, absolutely scrumptious dessert of you open your mouth to say the words, to spew forth the content that you had prepared for your audience, the stuff that you planned on sharing to serve them from the stage that day, and not a single sound is going to come from your mouth. This is the dance. This was my struggle. This is my cave that I'm going to when I'm getting ready to give a talk in front of an audience. And so this right here clearly isn't normal. Then I found out, wait, I'm not the only person that struggles with this. Okay, I'm just not. Because when you look at the top fears people have, fear of public speaking is like bar none, number one, uncontested champion, completely the top, the most popular, and trumps, get this, the fear of death. What? More afraid to speak in public than to die? Are you kidding me? But I totally get it. I absolutely get it. And I want you, if this is your fear, I want you to have every piece of confidence. I want you to step out of that zone of fear, that sphere of fear, I want you stepping out of that because there's no growth there, right? You have so much to share and your people want to hear. And so if that is something that's holding you back, I just wanted to share really quickly a couple of tips, hacks. Yeah, let's call them hacks that will help you to have confidence literally within minutes. And so I just want to give a shout out and say hello to Lakita Boykin. Thank you for joining from LinkedIn. I appreciate you. Thank you, Dr. Julie, for joining from Facebook. I appreciate you as well. So, how do you boost your confidence in minutes? How do you do it? It is possible. There are hacks that will allow you to do this. Now, I mentioned before that I've been doing a lot of work with mindset lately because I'm really doing a deep dive to figure out how I can be better so that I can serve those around me in a higher fashion, at a higher level, perhaps in excellence. And so that basically means that I have to dig deeper and face my own fear even more aggressively and come up with solutions and plans of action that are going to be applicable not only to my own personal development, but it will all be applicable to making an impact on those around me that will help their personal development and their mindsets to completely explode and allow for them to step into the greatness that they deserve. I'm talking about you. I am hoping that something that I say is going to resonate with you. I'm hoping that some of these are going to help you. And because they help you, it's going to allow for you to face your fear. It's going to allow for you to have that confidence. It's going to allow for you to share that zone of genius that you have been maybe holding back a little bit because you just didn't feel completely secure about it. You know, that whole imposter syndrome that we all have, no matter how many accolades or how many alphabets soup we have behind our name. We all have that. We all have that imposter syndrome. It is completely human. But we can get past that. We can be confident enough to share the great news, to share our expertise, to share our zone of genius. So the first hack is this: choose beats. And so I know you're like, why does she always have these titles that are kind of cryptic? Why? Because I feel like I want you to be thinking creatively. I want you to, start to think outside the box a little bit. And so when I say choose beats, if you think about when you're watching something, you're watching a movie and the movie is, maybe it's a creepy movie and they're getting to that point where, they're going into the cave or they're going outside in the woods and they have a flashlight. And then you notice that the situation's intensity is heightened by the soundtrack. So the choice of music makes the experience even more intense. So you would then start to feel like you're in the forest with the people in the show. Maybe you feel like you're in the cave with them and maybe you're clutching on to the person that you're watching the movie with, or maybe you're clutching on to the handle of your chair, or maybe you're just, clutching something. I don't know. But that intensity, that emotion is fueled by not only what you're seeing, but it's also fueled by what you are hearing. So your beats is your soundtrack. And if you're going to be confident and you're going to be the true great person that you are destined to be, then you need a soundtrack. And your soundtrack needs to be epic. How does a soundtrack be? How can you have a soundtrack that's epic? You choose one, get this, that is rich, that is abundant, perhaps full on, chock full, whatever adjective you'd like to utilize, of bass. So you want something that is going to bring the emotion, is going to supercharge you. It is going to just get you from this level to that level in no time flat, minutes. So just imagine you choose your soundtrack, you choose your beats, you have a bass laden soundtrack. And when you listen to it, you just feel like you can take on the world. You're like, I can do anything. I feel empowered. I feel motivated to just crush it. That's the kind of beat. Those are the kind of beats that you want to choose as your soundtrack. So you're getting ready to do something. Maybe you're getting ready to give a presentation. Maybe you're getting ready to go on stage. Maybe you're getting ready to have a big meeting. You listen to your soundtrack. You make that bass filled beat just encompass you and just fuel your soul. And guess what happens? You go in there and you're just like, I'm the stuff. I am the stuff. I am confident. I have this. This is going to be awesome. I'm going to do an amazing job. And I am going to be stepping into my zone of genius because that's what I do. So choose your beats. The next hack is posture, posture, posture. Now, think about it. When you're watching somebody and maybe they're giving you a presentation or they're talking with you, there's some cues that maybe you may not pick up on immediately, but if you're talking to somebody and their shoulders are back and they have great eye contact and they're smiling and they're, moving, their hands and they're really getting involved and they seem like they're passionate about what they're talking about, that makes you feel like that person is confident. That gives you a higher element of know, like, and trust in that person. That makes you want to adapt to ingest, digest. I don't know which word you want to use there, but like it makes you engage, attracted to that person. Because why? Our posture says a lot about who we are and what we think about ourselves. So if you before, and there is a hey, Dr. Williams, thank you for joining on LinkedIn. Hi there. Yay. And so if you literally, before you're getting ready to do something, if you do what Cuddy says, she does a really nice TED Talk about this. She talks about the posture power poses that you can do. And literally, just like affirmations, when you say positive things to yourself, when you have an affirmation that you say to replace that negative self-talk, it is super powerful. The same is true if you're getting ready to do something and you look in the mirror and you're like, you know what? You got this. And you have your shoulder blades almost touching. Your posture is on point. You have your hands on your hip and you're like, I am awesome. Those moments in the mirror, those words that you may say, that way that you're standing, that power pose is going to give you that instantaneous amount of confidence. It is going to boost you into the stratosphere. And that combined with your preemptive work of choosing your beats, you choose your beats and you are pumped. You're ready for battle. You're ready for conquering. You're ready for shining. You're ready for excellence. And then you literally step into your greatness with the posture of power. You can crush it. Crush it. You can have the confidence to show the world that you are amazing, because you are. And you have the confidence to make it fantastic. So I hope, hey, Dr. Siri, thanks for joining from YouTube. And so, you have the power. You have the power within you to boost your confidence in a matter of minutes by even just doing these 2 simple hacks. I know you can. And I hope that this was helpful to you. And if it was, just definitely drop me a comment and say yes. Tell me which one of the 2 hacks you're planning on implementing. If you're on any of the shareable channels, please be sure to share this with a friend, because what do friends do? Friends share amazing content with other friends. And I appreciate you for joining in. I appreciate you for watching the replay. And I hope that you will have an amazing time as you may be digging deep and you may be doing some personal development and you are working on maybe your confidence or maybe you're working on your fear of whatever. For me, it's a fear of public speaking. And I hope that you will be strong, be brave, and unleash your greatness. This is Dr. G signing out. Have a great night.